wioseczki do wioseczki chodzą czarne cyganeczki. Chodzą oczekać dużo, pieniędzy mieli dużo. Chodzą oczekać dużo, pieniędzy mieli dużo. Czarna cyganeczko, wypuść mnie z mojej ręki. Czy powrócisz do mnie, czy powróci z wojenki? Czy powrócisz do mnie, czy powróci z wojenki? Czy zobaczysz mnie żyli? Każdy człowiek się weseli, bo sobotę tego mamy, a w niedzielę spoczywamy. Bo sobotę tego mamy, a w niedzielę spoczywamy. Przeszliśmy lasy, na wróżenie przeszło czasy, bo już nasze nowe ery odbywają komputery. Bo już nasze nowe ery odbywają komputery. A za lasem cyganek się znalazłem. Że dobrze Panu daje, niech się do niej nie przyznaje. A że dobrze Panu daje, niech się do niej nie przyznaje.
Thank you, everybody. What a great crowd we have here tonight. Thank you very much. That's one called From Town to Town, folks. Had a request for some clarinet songs. We're going to pepper a few in there for you. Thanks once again, everybody. By the way, are you having a wonderful time? We sure are, I got to tell you. Thank you. Thank you, one and all. Had a request for the holiday in Poland, folks. So that's what we're going to tee up here for you right now. All of our friends from Michigan, good to see you all. All of our friends from good old Illinois, we're going to play this one for you also. And all of our friends from the East Coast, we're going to send this out to you. Holiday and Poland, here we go. Thank you. What an audience. Thank you. Here's another one as requested. We're going to do one called the Clarinet Polka. Can you play the Clarinet Polka for the girls from Butler? Mandy, Bev, Shauna, Christy, and Chrissy. Yes, we can. Here we go. Thank you very much. What a wonderful audience you are. I gotta tell you. I'll say Nazdravya to that last one. Thank you. Eleanor, girls, thank you. Oh, my Canadian friends, Nazdravya. What a great Friday night this is. Happy Labor Day, everybody.
After this one, I'm gonna go sit down.
So this time we're going to do another instrumental, but we will feature our drummer, Ryan Lukacs, on the drums. He sits in back and takes it easy, so we need to put him to work once in a while to keep him awake, keep him going, you know? By the way, how about a hand for all the Chicago Push, everybody? Up here on the stage, let's hear it for them. On concertina, we got John Nicholas from Canfield, Ohio. To the left of John on bass, from Uniontown, Pennsylvania, we have Jack Beachley. And here to my right on trumpet and vocals from Cleveland, we have Hall of Famer Kevin Adams. And here to my left on accordion and vocals, right here from Monongahela, PA, we have Richie Zabrowski. And back there on the drums, the guy we're going to feature on this next tune. Let's hear it for Ryan Lukacs of Irwin, Pennsylvania. Here we go. This is called the Lucky Polka. Ryan usually does better on the second time around. Can we give that another try? What do you say? One more time? Here we go. We say third time's a charm. Here we go. Give that guy a round of applause back there. Ryan on drums. Ryan, look out, everybody. What we call the Lucky Polka. We always have fun with that one right there. Thank you. Oh boy, we have a lot of fun here with you on this Friday night. So good to be with you folks, thank you. You know, when we play in Western Pennsylvania, here's a waltz that we always get requests for. And if we don't do it, we get in big trouble for it. So we want to get to that for you right now. We do this song all the time here in Western PA. It's called Wine and Roses. Wine and Roses. This is a favorite of our buddy Rex Kapolka. And so many folks that are listeners of Frank Pulaski's Polka Show, Little John's Polka Show, all the former listeners of Frania and her Polka Show throughout the region, and so many of the other shows heard on the internet, by the way. Polka Jammer and the old Polish Newcastle 247 Polka Heavy. So sing it along if you know it with me. Sing along with me. For all the dancers, for all of our Western PA friends, especially for you, here's what we call the Wine and Roses.
Kiedy przyjdzie wieczór do mnie, smutno mi się. Kręcić będzie ci moje, smutno mi dzisiaj się. A te róże, a te usta i na smak. I że wieczór jest nasz i tylko nasz. A te róże, a te usta i na smak. On nie tak chce, on nie tak chce. Ten wieczór leży nas i nie skończy nigdy się. Chociaż noc odeszła już, wieczór zawsze trwał. Ten wieczór będzie nasz i nie
share. 어쩌지마스 어데스 원유 시도비에 생기 Ateruze aterusta mirasma Izoje szon jest nasz Idzie pola Ateruze aterusta mirasma Pamiętam se Pamiętam se with every promise that I made. I pledge my love to you until I die. And if that day should come, if the clouds should hide the sun, please know you're the only one in my eyes. Ateruze, aterusta, mirasma. Interwieczor jest nasz Nikolaj. Ateruze, aterusta, mirasma. Pamiętam se, pamiętam se. There you go, Pretty Waltz, one of our recordings right there of our Millennium CD. By request, one called Wine and Roses. Thank you. We have time for one more. How quickly time passes. By the way, we're going to be back up at midnight. Don't go away, folks. We've got some fun for you coming up. We bring up Ryan and Dee Dee. Ryan Joseph and Dee Dee are going to be at midnight. We're putting them on third shift. What did I say, second shift? We're putting them on third shift here tonight. Ryan and Dee Dee coming up a little bit later on. We have time for one more, and then we turn over to the Zonkas. We feature Richie Zabrowski right now with a dirty Polish song that we recorded called Shakre Cholera. And son of a gun for you, here we go. Hey, by the way, for all of you that were with Alex Meixner and the IPA yesterday, Thursday at the Elks down the street here, they had a full house. How about that? How many of you were down there last night? What do you say, huh? So a totally different group of 200 people were there yesterday. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Here we go, Rich on the Wolf, Shock and F. Bentley.
zawsze mordę drzeć. Nie dam bić, nie dam spać, a teraz nie dam strat. I noc mi pawone, zostaw grody w stodole. Rodne świtam kurkę, na to poknę cię piłkę. I kierowę przestań pić, bo ciebie nie mordę pić. Jak idzie z dniami, będzie spał ze świniami. Nie będziesz mi tu siedział, nie będziesz mi tu śmierdział. Nie będziesz mi pieronie, jest mi w domu i pierdział.
It's going out especially for Dr. Ray Canosa and the Canosa family in Arts and Crafts for you.
Życie baba, życie i chłopak przeklina. Oj, szakre, cholera, upi się jak świnia. Upi się jak świnie, idzie taka żaba. Oj, szakre, cholera, przeklina do baba. Przeklina do baba, po wódkę pije. Pijasz nasz, cholera, jak się w mordę zbije. Jak się w mordę zbije, ty go nie na kole. Będę śpi, cholera, zbigam spam w stodole. Oj, mały słodny chrzest, czemu czas się mordę gdzieś. Nie da śpić, nie da spać, a teraz mi nie da spać. Piję noc mi pawole, a skośka krowiec do dole. Robisz mi na kupę, na to kopnę cię w kupę. Oj, ty łowcy, ja ci dam, zawsze komuś to mam. Jak mi głupie i pijesz, i nie wady całujesz. I pierony obróć się, bo cię będzie nie dobrze. I to nie chce pieronie, trzymaj się i mężone.
Also for the Marek brothers singing from Wisconsin, the TNT, all the fans on the bus from Wisconsin.
Czego ma odliczyć, chciał się tak czeka. Za co się rzekli, to gdzieś protykła. Za było nie mordy, nie gadaj za wiele. Piszczane wolę, piszczuki janciele. Piszczuki janciele i masz rożne korby. Oj, piszczane cholera, po wszystko odwróci. Po wszystko odwróci, po wszystko odbiwa. Oj, piszczane cholera, baba go wróciła. Ale grajcie smutno, bo to jutro jajka odwiedzą.
We're going to turn it over to the Zolkas. We'll see you at midnight, everybody. Thank you.